If you want to lose fat during Ramadan and have more energy and definitely not gain weight and even have some flexibility to eat certain dawats and enjoy some sweets and whatnot, obviously within moderation and not to the point where it messes up your energy for your ibadah and your tarawih, then you want to be in a deficit. And in order to stay in a deficit without losing muscle, without messing up your energy levels, you generally want to keep the protein really, really high. At suhoor, you want to get a moderate amount of fats, but not too excessive unless you're young. If you're like in your teens, definitely you could do lamb or whatever at suhoor. But at iftar time, for most people, again, there are exceptions to both these rules. For the iftar rule, usually we want to get high protein, high complex carbs, low fat, so that we digest it quickly and we don't get bloated from all those fats at dinner time. Because remember, for suhoor, we want to stay full for a lot of the day so that we're not getting hungry and tired. But at iftar, we don't want to be all full and get into a food coma and not make it to tarawih or not be focused and tired and falling asleep halfway through the prayer. We want to have energy. However, there are some people who get sleepy from the carbs. And again, if you eat too much carbs, you will get sleepy. So I'm not saying insane quantity. Like I'm talking 40 to 50 grams of carbs. Maybe you have a date, maybe 2 to 3 dates. So that's 30 to 45 grams of carbs, a big measurable dates with like a protein shake to break your fast. So you're getting 50 grams of protein, 30 to 45 grams of carbs. The dates rehydrate you, give you a quick burst in sugar and energy. Boom, you go pray maghrib. Your appetite has adjusted. This is the ideal iftar by routine, by the way, because you get rid of that ravenous hunger so you don't overeat at the actual iftar. Then at the actual iftar, you eat maybe 50 grams of carbs, which is like half to 3/4 cup of cooked rice, maybe half a cup to a cup of lentil soup, depending on how soupy and how dense it is, and have 6 to 8 ounces of chicken with that. So you get another 40 to 50 grams of protein. That's a good combination. Now you've already hit 100 grams of protein and you're about 80 to 100 grams of carbs. But that's it. Don't exceed that. And you're having it kind of in 2 servings. One before maghrib, then you do your maghrib, your adhkar, your appetite adjusts, you drink some water, then you eat. You end up not overeating. You end up not being in a calorie surplus. You end up not being in a food coma. So now your fitness results are better, your ibadah is better, everything is better, your energy, of course, everything. You're not bloated. And it's a much more ideal iftar. And then from there, you can go to tarawih, you have plenty of energy. However, if you go and you eat like 10 cups of rice, you're going to be lethargic no matter what, even if you ate 0 fat, because just the sheer volume of carbs, you're going to have a blood sugar crash, you're going to have a food coma. So that's why we want to keep the carbs roughly in those quantities I just specified. From there, you'll be good to go.